Hey there. So, was that a hi or a hey? I don't know. Anyway, so I had my original video was about the spiritual journey. This one is about spiritual attack and my experience with that. And the first one I did, I guess I'll call them journey 1 and, 2 and so on. Because I'm already moving into the next phase, but this is something I do need to complete. And I guess it'll be revealed to me why later, but I'm just doing what I'm told. I work for God now, not man, so I do what he wants me to do. So before I go into that, we were saved really young, and we did go to church. I have a lot of Christian / Catholic influence, and then was baptized Baptist, and later on. And thank you, Patsy, by the way, for all you don't know what you did for me in those times. Shout out to Patsy. She's an amazing woman. So to move on from where I left off in the first journey 1, I guess we'll call it. I had seen my grandmother above me. We didn't discuss it that night really in any detail, but the following day we all came to the understanding that we all three had seen her, even after she had passed. We had seen her the night before, all three of us, in 2 different rooms. And the following day, they were going back into my grandmother's little town to continue to make arrangements and that. And, I'm young, like 19, 20. I don't have my son with me. He's back home. And so I'm sleeping in. I'm taking advantage of this, right? So I slept in, and I would sleep with the covers over my head. And I woke up, actually, this was occurring while I was sleeping quite heavily. I felt this, I don't even know how to describe it, like something heavy sitting on my chest trying to suck the life out of me, like suck my breath out. It was terrifying. I'm telling you, absolutely terrifying. And I remember hearing what I thought was my own voice saying, wake up, you have to wake up. And so I wake up, and I can clearly feel a presence in the room. And I don't have any experience that I'm aware of up to this point, but I can clearly feel this presence, very, very heavy presence, a very dark, ugly, scary presence. But I'm still under the covers, and I'm like, there's somebody in this room. And then, your brain kicks in and you try to be logical. Well, I sleep really hard. Maybe the maid came in, and I'm just feeling her, and I just didn't hear her come in. But no, this is very dark, and it's very strong, and it's very scary. And I'm laying there under the blankets, freaking out, thinking like, what do I do? There's something in here. And I decide finally, like, I can't stay here forever under the covers being afraid. So I finally rip the covers back really quick, and there's no one there. I mean, no one. But I still feel a presence in that room, very thick, very dark. So I grab my stuff. It was snowing out. I grab my stuff, I throw my jacket on, and I booked it out that door with my Walkman at the time. And I just walked around the town, the city around there, because at that time we didn't have cell phones or beepers or any of that. And so I was not coming back until I knew somebody was in that room. My family had returned. There was no way. And I remember calling my uncle and talking to him about it. And like, he was very religious and very, very well versed in the Bible. And so I called him, and he had told me that, it was definitely a spiritual attack. And I thought, what did I do to deserve that, But when my grandmother came to me, I saw her. And once that's opened up, you're opened up to it. So from that point on, I Wanted absolutely nothing to do with anything spiritual. Good, bad, indifferent, didn't care, didn't want anything to do with it. Wouldn't allow the kids to bring stuff home in the house because it might have some attachment to it. I wouldn't watch horror movies, violent movies, anything that had anything to do with any type of thing spiritual. I wanted nothing to do with it whatsoever. And so that's where I was at that point. I don't want to make these really long, so I'm going to cut this one off and then I will move on to the next one. Okay? Have a good day, guys. See you later.